I guess the the basic and rather obvious observation there is that you are not hands-on. You're not in the driving seat of the car, so to speak, as a non-executive director, and therefore your relationship with the management team is very different than as an executive member of the management team. And I guess the underlying also part of your question relates to, well, how do you prepare yourself for that role, if that's a role that you want to think about for the future? And I would think that there are 2 points to make there. One is that your exposure to non-executives in the boardroom naturally will give you insights into that relationship and the sensitivities and what works and what doesn't work. And the second point is a one-word answer: networking. It's sort of important that you have profile and are seen to aspire to that particular role.
I think the role of non-executive director is one which, if you look at it formally, it's an absolute nonsense. And I think I'll come back to my point about, and I speak as a non-executive director as well as having non-executives on my board. And I say that because there is a real role to be done there, but actually it can't possibly be enshrined in the way governance works. And we delude ourselves if we think it is. And it comes down to the very simple issue of the asymmetry of information. The simple fact of the matter is, as a non-executive director, you do not have the information which can allow you to take any executive decisions, and you can immerse yourself practically in the issues, but you will never have that level of information. And as long as you understand that and you define the role within that context, as opposed to this rather strange notion of a genuinely unitary board, then actually it works very well. But you have to bear in mind that it is that lack of information and the lack of intimacy with the business which absolutely and unequivocally dictates the role. That said, the greatest thing about being a non-executive director is the fact that you can dabble around in a business, you can get right inside it, and you have a genuine part to play. And at the end of the board meeting, you can put it down and give it back to somebody else to go and run, and it's absolutely brilliant when you do it.